Welcome to the Absolute Dog Sex in a Squirrel podcast. I'm Lauren Langman. I'm one of the world's leading dog trainers, and it's my mission to help owners become their dog's top priority. In each episode, you'll discover how to gain trust and communicate with your dog like never before, creating unbreakable bonds that make you the most exciting part of their world. Okay, we're talking confidence circuits. This is something that both Linda and I do. I do them on a very regular basis. Linda, how often do you do confidence circuits?
Probably once a week, because I don't have, particularly in the winter, I don't have the space to do them when it's not very nice outside. But in the summer, I'll do them maybe a couple of times a week.
Really nice. And I think confidence circuits for me, why do I teach them and why do I think everyone should teach them? And actually, what even are they? So for me, confidence circuits, allowing your dog to effectively solve a problem through movement. And I love that effectively we allow our dogs to understand how to move and understand where to move and to become problem solvers through different equipment. And what I really like is you can use complete junk. Like you can use cardboard boxes that you find at the supermarket. You can use, this morning, Eliza, wait for this, she wanted to throw away this like bobble mat that was like a fidget child thing, like, but it was big, it was like this big. And I was like, oh my God, it's perfect. It's rainbow colored as well. Perfect for a confidence circuit. I was like, just brilliant. You can use, someone sent me some flowers last week. The box for the flowers is great because the cockers are small enough to go through the boxes. Hula hoops, so many different things. If you haven't already, check out on our Absolute Dogs store, absolute-dogs.com. We've got the confidence circuits badge. It's a very, very nice course. And basically, it teaches your dog to problem solve through movement. Now, I love it for naughty but nice dogs. And Linda, I know you train it for naughty but nice dogs when you're doing any of your training and even your own dog's training for confidence and movement. Why do you think it's particularly nice for naughty dogs or naughty but nice dogs?
Well, one of the big things I think is it's like a combination of several other games, isn't it? Because it's got balanced paths and cavaletti and a bit of cardboard chaos you can put in there. There's so many other things that come into confidence circuits. So once you've taught the dog the rules of it, one station to another, and you've built their confidence in being able to work out the puzzle that you've set them, then it really is a combination of lots of other games that we already do. And because Ulla, sleep in the background, if anybody watching this, is actually proprioceptively pretty good, but actually very poor at gait management. So changing how she walks or moves according to the speed she needs to go at. She needs a lot of confidence circuits. And particularly she needs sort of cavalettis on the curve, so she has to change her gait. So I try at least to give her one confidence circuit a week and to mix it up. But it can be like, novelty party stuff as well, because she's not got a lot of confidence. So just putting something a bit different into the circuit that she's maybe already done, just ups the ante a bit. It's a great exercise to keep them fit, healthy, and thinking for themselves.
Now, I met a lady yesterday who I know really, really well, lovely, lovely lady, and she's struggling. She's actually got Blink's sister, and she said that Blink's sister's got quite extreme cognitive decline now. Blink's got no cognitive decline to date. Blink is on Calm Senior from AOK9. If you haven't checked out Calm Senior from AOK9, helping with cognitive decline and dogs who have that sort of age and stage of life. And I think it's preventative too for me. Blink was on it after being 7 years old, really. She was on it from 7 onwards. Blink is almost 12. And I would say that games like this help to keep them cognitively active too. And you watch when you go to homes where you've got elderly people and they're doing puzzles and they're doing knitting and they're doing things that keep them active and doing and thinking and maybe playing different puzzle problem solving games or Sudoku, or all of the things that keep you active and doing. And I think it's really, really important that we think about this for our dogs. So I also think for dogs in cognitive decline, for older dogs, for dogs who are post-injury and coming back to work, there's a really nice fitness element, mental fitness and physical fitness. What do you think, Linda?
I totally agree, but also I've used it a lot with people who are limited in their mobility, because if they've got a dog that they can't walk, for instance, very well or whatever, then doing confidence circuits with their dog while they sit in a chair and drop a piece of food opposite each station works an absolute dream. So it challenges the dog, it gives the dog a job to do, and it enables the people to feel good about helping their dog to have a fruitful day. So
really nice. Yeah, so almost a level of chair games, like actually they can do it sat in their chair. And there's I know that you play lots of different chair games. I imagine that's a podcast in itself. So there are lots of different games that we can play in a chair, but actually, yeah, confidence circuits and solving problems with movement is just brilliant, like absolutely brilliant. And again, yeah, it helps with the owner that can't maybe move too. Now, ages and stages and what dogs would play it and why. I'm just going to talk through why my dogs do it. I'm going to say that Skittles does confidence circuits to allow her to stay aware of where her feet are. So proprioception in where she has to concentrate, because she just wants to move fast everywhere. So because she's a bit of a Skittle in the sense that her energy is everywhere, it's almost like a controlling the lemming sort of potential, because she acts like a lemming in most of her life. So she wants to kamikaze and jump over everything. This kind of makes her control her movement, because if she's not controlling her movement, she can't do it. And then for Wild, I use it so that she splits her back end. So when she's doing running contacts and agility, she's got the ability to split her legs apart, which actually she didn't before. She used to always bounce everything. Now she strides, which is where I think Sensi needs to go, because it allows her now to do this instead of this. So she does that instead of that. And then for a dog like Blink, she has really, really, really quite advanced sort of, well, her knee's always been a problem. So her slipping patella is constantly something we try and look at and take care of. And for her, it's fitness. So I do lots for fitness. And then when I look at a dog like Brave, it's actually the fact that she's got neurological deficits. And so while she's on her cognitive support with AO Canine Senior, she also does have neurological deficits from an accident. So we play it for those reasons. How about yours? What do you play it for? What are the main reasons that you do confidence circuits? And like I said, for those that don't know, it's kind of like extreme Cavaletti with different, like, I love how you described it, Linda, with you've got some confidence circuits mixed with cardboard chaos, and it's kind of it's a nice amalgamation of novelty party and Cavaletti and confidence circuits, cardboard chaos. Like it's all of the mix of everything. It's a blend, isn't it? But why do you play it, or what do you do it specifically for with each of your dogs?
So I've got at the moment got three. So we'll start with the youngest, as you've just mentioned. She needs to learn to use her back end more effectively. So she tends to find it really hard to coordinate her back end with what her front end is doing. So she has quite a lot of Cavaletti in her confidence circuits that I alter the spacing so that she goes from a longer stride to a slightly closer stride. So that's her. And then proprioceptive, so going over different surfaces. And sometimes I put in a bit of bravery. So I'll put a hula hoop up with something hanging off it. So she has to go through something. Sensi, the middle one, her deficit, if you want to call it that, is over arousal. So confidence circuits for her are about impulse control. So can she wait on the station? I use a Cato board for her at each end, so a platform at each end. She has to wait on her station while I tend to bait the circuit for her. And then she must do it in a controlled and thoughtful way, looking where she's going. Otherwise, she has a tendency to charge like a ball in a china shop and knock it all flying. So that's Sensi. And then Ping, who's my oldest one, he's over 10 now, and he's got a bad back. So his is about keeping him as mobile as possible. So giving him straight lines, not curves. So he'll go from one station to another, but in a straight line through cavalettis over different surfaces, so that he gets to use his feet and place his feet in a managed way and just exercise his back a little bit. So that's my three.
Nice, really nice. And for all of them, it gives different purpose, different meaning, and all of them have an opportunity to do it. And what I also love, I don't know about you, Linda, but I love that every time is different. So each time I train a confidence circuit, it's never the same confidence circuit again and again and again and again. It's actually always a different confidence circuit. And that for me, I don't know. They say that each human has many different basic needs, but one of our basic needs is to have some certainty. So my certainty is that when we're doing this, it's great for my dogs, but the variety is that every time it's different, and so it's never going to be the same. And I really personally enjoy that. I don't know what you think, but I really enjoy that.
I love setting them. I love setting them up. I love sort of thinking about what to do for each dog and what variety I can put in. So I'm like you, always got my eyes open for. Oh, don't throw that away. I can use that, and that will go into a confidence circuit in my hallway or in my living room or somewhere. You don't have to have a huge big space to be able to do them. So they can certainly be done in your living room, because you can do sort of like a horseshoe shape out and back, and that's sufficient for a lot of dogs. But it gives them a huge amount of thinking to do and physical exercise. So you know, it is fun for us. I get a bit disappointed sometimes because I set them up and the dogs do them, and of course I can't have them doing them for very long because it's quite tiring for them. But they do them, and then I'm like, oh, it's finished now. I've got to put it all.
They love it, don't they? And they've managed to do it. And I mean, they will go over and over, but like you said, it is tiring. So I really before we head out of here, I really want to go through just some of my favorite bits about confidence circuits, and I want you to say any of yours. But one of my favorite things for confidence circuits is the amount of like crazy I can add in. Like you can add a hula hoop with like party stuff coming off it. You can hang stuff in. You can be very creative. So whereas I'm not someone who'd sit and draw art, so like I'm looking at this gorgeous piece of like art behind me, whereas you can create art like that, I'm not doing that, but I'm having my own level of fun. Like I think it's quite a creative game, and the puzzles that you can create through the confidence circuit and the movement is, I just love it. I think it's really, really nice. So for me, creativity. What's one of your favorite things
So
about it?
you could put like little mini tunnels in,
Yes.
and then you can make them a bit of a challenge. So they become like magic caves or whatever, depending on the dog's ability to go through things like that.
Nice.
And then you can have a party with them when they've achieved it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And then one of my other favorite things is anyone that's been to Devon here at Bowerland, it's absolutely gorgeous, and then it can be torrential with weather. And so for me, it allows me and enables me to train my dogs in the house no matter what, because it doesn't always have to be a big confidence circuit. I can set a small one, and I can use the dog training room, or I could go over to the arena. And for me, I love that I can set up something and I don't have to take them out where it's wet, slippy, and they're potentially going to cause themselves some harm. Owning sports dogs and agility dogs, I don't want to put them in a position where they're going to hurt themselves. And so I think it's really, really important that we do not in any way put our dogs at a place where they're going to like injure themselves, but at the same time I still want to condition and strengthen them. So I love confidence circuits from that point of view. What about you, Linda?
Well, it's you know, it's very mucky and horrible here today. So Ulla's training for today has been, she's been for a little bit of socialisation in the local car park and up into the town centre, just to walk around, nothing sort of like, let's go and challenge you, just to walk around the town centre, and then a sniffy walk. And then this afternoon, when we've finished, they will all be doing some sort of confidence circuit.
I love that.
It'll be in the hallway.
I love that. So I love the varieties. They've had some focus on you in new environments. They've had some general like sniffy walk dog time, and actually you're adding in and obviously you can see from the long stretch and the sigh from her that she's certainly enjoying it too. I also have to say it's strange, but Devon is looking very nice. It's not raining at all here, which is, how on earth is that? Like, I mean, it really is pretty darn sunny out. It's actually, it's sunny and it's a blue sky for Devon. So Blue skies in Devon. Blue skies in Devon. My last and final thing about confidence circuits, I'm going to say for everybody, is that everyone can do a level of them. So you can differentiate it really nicely. So if you're a pro dog trainer or if you're a games clubber with us and you want to make it really, really easy for our new poodle puppy, Linda, Bobble could do them. Or you can make it really, really hard for a dog like Wild, my little spaniel. She's a pro at them. She's like, I do these eat, sleep, brave, repeat. So you want to put in something really hard for her where she's got to pick her legs up or she's got to wiggle different. Like you're going to put something different in for her. And so I think that's really nice that you get to like really vary it. That's a good thing for me. I like differentiated learning where I can push my student to do whatever they can do, but I don't want to miss out someone who's at this level. So I like the differentiated learning. So you can make it as easy as you like, and you can make it as hard as you like. Any final tips from you, Linda?
The one that I love it for, which is for a dog sport, is impulse control. The ability to just wait until they're allowed to go, and then they go, and then they wait until they're allowed to go. That for me is such a gem, because I don't want them deciding in a dog sport that they know what they're doing. Thank you very much. I'll go and do it on my own.
Such a big part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice, really nice. Well, that was this episode of the Sexy and Squirrel podcast. We've talked confidence circuits. I hope that you get to do some confidence circuits with your dog. Most importantly, remember you can level them up, or you can play them right down. You can do them at a real base level, or you can do them at a real extreme level. The choice is yours. If you haven't already seen them, head to absolute-dogs.com, and I know that you're going to have so much fun with confidence circuits. Enjoy, and we'll see you next week for another episode of the Sexy and Squirrel podcast.